Today on DNVR Buffs Live, welcome to signing day. We have made it. Multiple blue chippers that Colorado had committed have signed. We got a class forming right now. Flip targets, coaching carousel, much more. Let's go.
Let's go, squad.
Welcome in to the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota Store. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. It is signing day. Many thought we'd never make it, but here we are.
Is that true?
Yes, very true.
All
Many
right.
thought we'd have no one signed today.
Well, that I believe. That I believe for sure.
But we've made it. We've got, I think, 9 signings right now.
Official?
Yes, I
Yep.
believe so. I mean, I'll update it right now. Let's see. What are we at?
I think that's about right. Got one last night.
Yeah, 9 have signed their letter of intent.
Yep. Got one kind of added to the fold last night. Somebody who we knew about, somebody who we had talked about, but not somebody that we thought, at least yesterday, was going to be a part of this 2026 class. So it's a nice addition.
27, you mean?
No, he's in this 2026 class now.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now.
Yeah.
You're talking about Alexander Ward.
Yes, sir.
The brother of Christian Ward, both coming from IMG. I mean, we'll dig into this entire class. Start with the headliners, I guess. I mean, your blue chippers, the man of his word, never lied. Preston Ashley, been locked down for a minute. Made it official today. He signed with the Buffaloes. Was one of the first ones this morning, of course. He's out there in Brandon, Mississippi. So I believe that's Eastern time zone.
I
Yes.
have no idea.
Yes.
So one of the first to sign this morning. He's on board. Carson Crawford, I mean, we talked about it yesterday. He signed. Rodney Colton as well. He has signed and on board. All defensive players, too.
Absolutely. I mean, these are the 3 guys that we kind of highlighted yesterday as the gems of the class.
Yeah.
And all 3 at positions that the Buffs were not good enough at this year. Whether because I know that the Preston Ashley is listed as a safety. I think he's also played some corner. But
I think when CU posted his official today, they said a shutdown cornerback. So
either way, they needed help in the defensive backfield for sure.
Yeah.
And they get that in Preston Ashley. And then, of course, linebacker wasn't good enough. Other than Nikai Hill-Green, Levante Bentley,
3 games of JuJu Mitchell.
yeah, 3 games of JuJu Mitchell. It's been, so I guess 2 out of the 3 years, linebacker has been a problem for this team. You hope to have found some long-term solutions here.
Most definitely, man. Presto Money, man, just fan favorite already. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is who Coach Prime is looking for, with that dog mentality, with the type of dude who is going to play just as hard for the name on the back of his jersey as the name on the front, right? This is somebody who first day training as a young kid, 7, 8, 9 years old, was talking about, I'm finna be like Deion Sanders.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody who was born and destined to play for Coach Prime. And, you know, I talked to him yesterday. I talked to Preston Ashley yesterday, and, you know, one of the things that he talked about when I asked him just about, like, what kind of made him stay locked in, you know, amid a very tough season for Colorado, you know, going 3-9. He goes, when times get hard, who's going to be that dog? When times get hard, you don't need to run away. You need to run into adversity. Life is not easy. Life will eat you up and spit you out. So what are you going to do when times get hard? I know it's rough right now, but what can I do to contribute and make my team better? Like, this is, again, like RK mentioned, a position of need too. Like, he has the versatility, the ability to play both safety and corner. So Preston is just the physicality he plays with, the downhill kind of reckless abandonment that he kind of plays with, man, is going to be a perfect fit in this secondary. And he's a really perfect headliner, I think, for this class. You know, obviously might not be the highest ranked or rated recruit in this 2026 class behind Carson Crawford, obviously, but he is one of them ones. And I think that's well said, Travis. He is not a kitty cat. I have to agree with you, big dog. Well said.
Yeah.
By the way, Mississippi in the Central Time Zone.
All right. So still, though, he was one of the first to sign this. He was waiting on that.
For sure.
Even Alabama, which is a whole state further east, is in the Central Time Zone, which
I would have got that
really
trivia
makes
question
no
wrong.
sense.
I think I'm okay with time zones when it comes to the southern part of the country. None of it makes sense. So
Alabama's only one state off of the eastern border.
That's crazy.
makes no sense.
Anyways,
Preston's perfect. You know, we've talked a lot about guys who want to come and play for this program.
Yeah.
Literally the program on the chest of their jersey.
Yeah.
And just wanting to, you know, through thick and thin, be a part of this program, you know, kind of embody the head coach, strive to be what he was in the NFL. That's exactly what Preston is at a position of need, at the position that Coach Prime played too. Look, things could be better for sure. I mean, they could have gotten a higher ranked corner. I don't know if you've gotten a corner or could have gotten a corner who has more buy-in than Preston Ashley, though.
For sure. And you saw, like, he's not afraid to, like, take on one-on-one coverage, be put on an island against, you know, a receiver has 4 or 5 inches on him. And again, that just kind of goes back to the mentality part of it. Like, you need more guys like that with that mentality in the locker room, because that was to be honest, I was missing a little bit with this team here in 2025. Coach Prime has talked about it. Players have talked about it. That kind of part of this mentality of this team was missing this year, and Preston certainly has it. But these linebackers are exciting as well, man, because it would have been dope to get just one of those guys, just get Carson Crawford or just get Rodney and Colton. But to get both of them as a duo is massive, particularly at like we said, a position of need. There are 3 linebackers currently on this roster.
Yep.
3. And none of them have played much at all for the Colorado football team. I would be willing to venture to say that Carson Crawford or Rodney Colton Jr. are going to be playing a lot as true freshmen.
Kind of need one, too.
You kind of need one, too.
well, depending on what happens in the transfer portal.
Of course. I mean, and they're going to hit
Certainly.
the portal. I'd fully expect them to go and look at linebacker in the portal.
At least 2.
Of course, because you need guys now.
Yeah.
I think the ideal path is, I mean, ideally it'd be both of them, but one of the two, Rodney or Carson, to really break out and become, I don't know, just a piece maybe, you know, out of certain packages on defense. With Rodney Colton, what he's able to do kind of playing that overhang position, playing some, not really on the edge, but what he can do as a blitzer, you know, like how
Exactly.
aggressive he is coming downhill. You can put him in certain packages, and, you know, being in the Big 12, and we've talked about it a lot this year too, how often teams run the ball and how important stopping the run is. You're going to need a guy like that at linebacker to shoot gaps and try and stop these runs before they even get going.
And they both have pass rush ability too, which I
Yes.
think is one of those things that could potentially help them see the field earlier in a package and or a specific role. But Carson sees the path to playing right away. I talked to him again yesterday. He goes, "There's definitely a starting job on the line. It's not going to be given. I have to earn it, and I know that. I didn't want anything to be given to me. I just wanted an opportunity to go and earn it." And mentality.
Absolutely.
Mentality, man. He knows this is not just because, again, the linebacker room is a little bit thin right now. He's not coming in. Yeah, that's my spot. Like, no, he realizes he has to earn that, like everybody does on that spot. And that mentality is going to go a long way.
Yep. I mean, that's kind of what you need in this class too. You need that mentality, just through thick and thin, man. I mean, shout out to these guys for all staying locked in too.
For sure.
Multiple of them had other schools calling for them as well.
All of them did.
For sure, and they stayed locked in. So it's exactly what you needed. You just need to find these guys who want to come and truly be a part of this program. That's what was missing this last year.
Absolutely.
Oklahoma State made a late push for Carson Crawford with their new head coach. You know, he was one of the first offers from Eric Morris after he took over Oklahoma State. But, you know, Carson just talked about Colorado having a really high ceiling, right? He talked about, obviously, how him and Rodney can be a deadly duo. And like how their duo can just be a top-notch thing, and just about how JuJu, right, just adds to the excitement of this program and what the future might hold with a lot of young guys, especially over the last 2 years that have been added. I think these last 2 classes, again, you look at the quantity, it's not a lot, But there are a lot of quality football players who've been added to this roster over the last 2 recruiting cycles.
For sure. But yeah, we'll get to the rest of the class here in a bit. I saw someone asking for stats. I mean, I can try and find some. I don't think these sites are very reliable, though, when it comes to tracking these stats.
And honestly, I've noticed that IMG is just weird.
Yes.
With stats, and like that school in particular is just weird with having stats available online. So
because
well,
they play all over the country, literally.
Exactly.
So they're not like in a state
Division,
classification, necessarily.
weird.
So, yeah. Let's take our first break, and then we will get back to breaking down this signing day class, Jared Curtis, coaching Carousel, and much more. Shout out to the homies over at Taco Bell, man. You know where to go. If the Buff Box is still there, I mean, go check, see if it's still there. $7, one of the best deals in food for Taco Bell Classics and a player collectible cup. Again, all for $7. But they've been doing some awesome stuff, particularly this football season with their menu. And right now, the newest thing for a limited time is the steak and roasted poblano rolled quesadilla. Served in a warm grilled tortilla filled with marinated steak, melty cheese, fire roasted poblano peppers, and a flavorful spicy ranch sauce as well. But yeah, as college football winds down, hit up your Colorado Taco Bell location, ask for a Buff Box, or just try some of these awesome new menu items. Live Mas at Taco Bell.
Also, shout out to our friends over at Carousel. We're hitting that season where you're just going to have some of those weekends where you just like get yourself 24-pack of Kers, post up on the couch, maybe even have like a cooler just with you so you don't have to get up and go. But like there's just so much football on that you can't afford to move. You just have to be, able to access a Coors Light at all times. But whether it's the summer or the winter, the official beer of football, in my opinion, is Coors Light. So check out our friends over at Coors Light and make the most of the times you choose to chill. You can also get it delivered straight to your door. Again, getting to those times of the year where we just don't have time to be moving around. You got to get it delivered straight to your door by going to CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Light Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Bear.
You know what? I was thinking about this earlier today. You lied to me, bro.
Zach said the same shit this morning.
Oh, no. Why
You lied to me. You know what I'm going with this?
I do, because Zach said the same thing to me this morning.
This is crazy. People told me, people I trust, people I thought would never lie to me, told me that when the Denver Broncos are on a winning streak,
Ah, shoot.
it ain't nothing but sunshine and rainbows. That's what I heard. That's what I believe to be true.
What I said was the sun always shines during a Denver Broncos winning streak. If the sun wasn't shining, we'd be entering an ice age right now. The sun is shining, it's just blocked by some clouds.
I guess. I don't know. I opened my blinds this morning, woke up, and I was distraught. I was bamboozled. I ain't gonna lie.
For what it's worth, though, it is like not cold necessarily.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like it really
already
could be
all
worse.
melted.
Yeah. it is.
Also, there's still time for the sun to peek out
I
today.
guess you're right.
Keep an eye out for that sunset.
I guess 1 minute of sunshine makes it true, right?
That's exactly
That's all we
Just give
need.
1 minute, yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious that Zach said that today, though. I didn't even peep that.
This is a 3-month winning streak.
You said
Eventually,
eventually.
Mother Nature has got like, hey, I got to get some moisture out here.
Valid.
Last time the Broncos lost, we were literally in T-shirts and shorts.
September, right?
Yes.
September 21st.
That's crazy.
Yep. All right, Dion, go ahead and pull up that graphic of the class. Here's who is signed so far today. We just talked about Rodney, Colton, Preston Ashley, Carson, Crawford, the top 3. A little bit about Christian Ward, but Xavier Payne, Josiah Manu, has 2 offensive tackles, Colby Johnson and Maurice Williams, again at linebacker and cornerback. Those guys are locked in. They're signed.
Hell yeah. Like I said yesterday, too, man, don't sleep on Christian Ward, man. Don't sleep on him. Already
Or
has
Alexander Ward.
or either of them. No, for real.
Which he's not on that graphic.
He's not on this yet, right?
He's signed, though.
Just talking about Alex specifically, right? This is a former Alabama commit who reclassified to this 2026 class to join his brother with the Buffs here this year. Both of those guys are ball players, man. Particularly, Christian, who I started talking about, who plays receiver, has rapport with Julian Lewis. They played together at Carrollton a couple of years ago. I think he caught 10 touchdowns from JuJu that season. that season alone. So I'm really excited about both of those guys. And as I tweeted yesterday, this is the third year in a row that Colorado has landed at least 2 IMG Academy recruits. And the hit rate on those previous 4 was pretty good, I would say.
Not
so
bad.
I'm not bad. So I'm expecting something similar from the Ward Bros as they get acclimated to the college game, because those are 2 talented individuals.
So what season was it that he played with Julian at Carrollton? Was he a sophomore?
I think it was 23. Because he was
the 10 touchdown year. So
Yeah,
that was
right.
okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that year he had 46 receptions, 768 yards, and 10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
At 16.7 yards per reception, and that was as a junior as well. So again, he's at IMG now. I can look at some of the stats. I don't think it paints the whole picture of what's going on for them this year, though. But offensive tackle wise, I mean, look, this class it's thin. You have 11 commits total. You only have 9 guys signed right now. You're still waiting to hear from Domata Peko and Maurice Williams signed.
Maurice Williams did sign,
Yeah. So
They're calling him Mojo.
peep that today. That's
Mojo
fire.
Really?
Williams.
That's fire.
let's
Yes,
go.
that's what it said on his player introduction graphic.
Yeah.
Anyways, the point is these are all positions that need. I mean, you got 2 offensive tackles, you got another interior offensive lineman, and then you just load it up on basically cornerback, wide receiver, and then you get the Ward brothers, where Christian's more of a pure wide receiver, whereas Alexander's both ways.
Yep.
So these guys all have potential to, make impacts and potentially see the field at a certain point. I wouldn't bet on the offensive lineman, obviously, really seeing the field as much this year. But these guys all have opportunities to really step up and really make an impact, man. You need it too.
For sure. And obviously there's an emphasis on the defense side of the ball with this class as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think 7 out of the 11, I believe, including, Alexander, who plays both ways, I think are on the defensive side of the ball. And when you kind of have the quarterback situation already figured out, you can kind of afford to do that and have more of an emphasis on the defensive side of the ball. Now, you would have liked to see, and I mentioned this yesterday, you would have liked to see a defensive lineman commit, signee, stay in this class. You obviously had one who ended up decommitting and flipping elsewhere. And you would have liked, especially since Coach Prime has come out and said that he wants to add 15 to 17 guys, you would have liked to get to that number, at least. We're here at 11. But like I said earlier, it's the quality, I think, is there. You would have liked a handful more guys, particularly, like I said, in the trenches on either side of the ball. But there's some quality here to work with that I think these guys are going to turn into potential cornerstone pieces of this program.
For sure. I think it's very fair for people to be disappointed in this recruiting class.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But I don't think it's because of these players.
No,
and
it's
so
not.
on this being their day, their signing day,
Yes.
I don't want this to be some sort of these guys aren't good enough, because I think you did get some really good players in this class. That being said, we're not going to go the signing day show without talking about a few things. One, and this is not as much a complaint as it is just a note that I have, is this is the first class with no 5-star yet. Still time, a couple days here to create a flip, and there might be one person who could be an option.
Do you have someone in particular that you'd like to mention?
Not yet.
Okay.
But here's my criticism as it relates to if you're gonna go small on high school, which I'm okay with. I think it can be done effectively. You have to nail the positions that you don't really get in the transfer portal.
Yes.
And so if you're gonna go light on high school, you just have to be heavy in the smaller class on offensive linemen and I think interior defensive linemen.
Right.
And that's one where there's none. And that is tough to find. Again, looking at the portal, 2 out of the 3 years the Buffs have struggled to find good interior defensive linemen in the portal. You got Block Bully last year, and it was a revelation.
Yeah.
But those guys aren't floating around. And then, you can find guys on the offensive line for sure, just not elite guys. And so
It's hard to do that.
there's just you're not going to be able to match up like another Jordan Seaton.
Because a lot of those elite linemen, they're trying to be recruited by their team to stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So if you're going to do that, then I think that was the miss of this class, was the positional balance.
Yeah.
And where you target. The other one, of course, that you have to probably, or you don't have to, but you'd like to hit in the recruiting class is quarterback. Thankfully, that you did last year, and so you hope that that's solved for a longer period. But wide receiver, running back, at times defensive back, at times inside linebacker, safety, tight end even. You can find a lot of those positions in the portal. The ones that I mentioned are a lot more difficult, and so if you're going to go light on high school, you got to get a few of those guys in there, in my opinion.
Most definitely.
100%. Colorado may not be done with this recruiting class, though, as we've kind of talked about. And Julian Lewis put his recruiting hat on yesterday. When Kenny Darby, 4-star wide receiver out of Airline High School in Bossier City, Louisiana, he tweeted out an offer from Colorado just yesterday. He recently, yesterday, he decommitted from LSU. Was a long time LSU commit going back to like last July or something like that.
Apparently, his high school like right down the street from like Tiger Stadium. Like apparently he like local, and I saw a lot of fans are understandably pissed.
I mean, he's been locked in for a year, and the day before signing day, he decommits.
Yep.
So yeah, he gets offered by Colorado yesterday. Julian Lewis quote tweets that offer, says, "I like this one, Unc." At Corey Phillips. Yeah, I mean, your quarterback wants a receiver. Go get him.
And the news is, according to Sam Spiegelman, is that after decommitting yesterday, Darby is still planning to sign on Friday.
Yes, that's the other caveat. He's going to take it to the end of this period.
So I would assume he knows pretty much, or has a good idea where he's going to change his mind to. And also,
he wants to sign, though.
Yeah, for sure. And also, according to Spiegelman, he's probably going to land somewhere outside the SEC.
There you go.
So
there you go.
We'll see. See what happens.
Yeah.
And again, depending on the site, he's either a 4-star or a 5-star.
Yes.
And this is another weird part of the college football calendar, where it's like this dude was heavily recruited by LSU wide receivers coach Cortez Hankton.
Yes.
And now he doesn't know if he's going to be there.
Right.
And so it's signing day. He's probably not going to be there just based on the way these things go. But he also doesn't know where his coach is going to be.
Exactly.
The other weird part about all of this is that he could have just signed with LSU and then just transferred in a few weeks.
Yeah,
that's true.
Absolutely. But yeah, Cortez Hankton, I mean, that's where Corey Phillips and his ties at LSU, they work together there as well.
Yep.
So we'll see. Again, this is a 3-day period. Today, this morning was just the start of it. Players can sign up until, I don't know what time on Friday specifically. Exactly.
I don't either.
But if you remember 2 years ago, that's what Jordan Seaton did. He waited till the last day of the early signing day period, made us all wait. But it was obviously worth it. He became a Buff and is still on the roster. So
Yep.
I just love seeing JuJu getting his recruiting bag, getting his Shador Sanders bag, because he has that type of pull. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has that type of clout where he can make people want to play for him and with him and join this program out in Boulder. And that's also why it made it so important that JuJu got an opportunity, got a couple of starts under his belt at the end of the season.
Yes.
That people were able to see that, like, okay, it's not just hype. Like, bro can actually play at this level. And, like, they were able to see his potential, his talent on display for those couple games down the stretch. So that was massive. And I think now that JuJu has kind of dipped his toe, so to speak, in the recruiting waters, and I'm sure, I mean, the tweet damn near went crazy. Like, obviously, all the got Buff Nation excited.
It's got 316,000 views for an offer.
for real. So, like I said, hopefully that, you know, JuJu has dabbled with this. He realizes that, like, you know what, I might want to tap into this more, because, like I said, he's got the power to do it.
Sure, and I can't help but imagine that getting that playing time in the season and you know, settling in as that leader and hearing Coach Prime talk about you that way and kind of setting you up for the 2026 season. I'm sure that had to boost his confidence and make him feel like, all right, like this is my program. Like I can kind of take these types of assignments on and really kind of be, a boon, a recruiting boon for this team and really help them out. Just like you mentioned, just like Shador did.
And somebody just mentioned in the chat a couple minutes ago, I mentioned this right after the news, right after the game whenever Coach Prime said that JuJu was going to redshirt. I mentioned this right on the show, like, this is kind of like getting a 5-star quarterback in the 2026 recruiting class now. You start that clock over, so keep that in mind as well.
Also, just to mention, he was a reclassified recruit. He's just an actual, like, freshman now, and he's got 3 games of experience, or I guess 4 games of experience under his belt now, too. So, and he's proven. I mean, everyone liked what they saw from him, right?
For sure.
Like,
Yes.
This isn't a recruit where it's like, well, we'll see if it works out. Like, we feel really good about where Julian Lewis is.
Totally. And I mean, the tough thing is not having your OC.
Yes.
And again, that people I guess some people expect that to have already been done less than a week after the season ended. It's just not realistic. I don't know if anyone, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't know if anyone who has made coordinator changes has already hired someone new.
Nothing comes to mind immediately.
Other than just straight coaching hires.
So again, it's another kind of flaw in the calendar here, but it would be, you definitely got to get this done before the portal.
Yes, have to.
Because that is going to play a massive role in, 1, who you target, and 2, who wants to come here. Hopefully you get someone who's proven and exciting so that when you go out onto the road in the transfer portal, or bring guys in, I should say, more likely, you can pitch them on, hey, this is what we're doing, this is how we envision you fitting into that, and this is why we want you.
For sure.
Definitely.
And for what it's worth, too, I think that we'll start to see some news on the coaching staff potentially into this week, but within like the next week or so.
I would think so.
Huge.
Let's take our next break, then we can wrap up with the Buff signing day thoughts, talk about what else is going on in the nation and the coaching carousel. Shout out to our homies over at Ent Credit Union. Just take a look at this thing, man.
Are you kidding me?
Look how beautiful this is.
This is my first time seeing the PS2 one. This is hard.
Yeah, a little like Tecmo Bowl style, too.
Are you kidding me?
I love it. They are fans of the Broncos, massive fans of the Broncos, and you can get a Broncos checking account over there with our friends at Ent Credit Union. With that Broncos checking account, you get game day discounts at Empower Field, a chance to win Broncos tickets, exclusive merch, and much, much more. Also, for those who are interested in signing up, they're giving you $200. Yeah, it's $200 dropped right into your account after meeting just a few easy requirements. And again, the debit card that comes with it is insane. Check out the PS2 one. They got a Bo Nix one. They're available at all service centers on December 1st, so go and get one now. With the playoff push heating up, now's the time to lock it in. The perks, the card, the $200. If you're ready to bank like a Bronco, head on over to ent.com/DNVR to learn more. Insured by NCUA, membership required. Account requires associated Ent Broncos debit card. Requires $100 deposit and activation of debit card within 30 days of account opening. Shout out Ent.
Shout out Ent and shout out to the squad, our good friends over at Bet365, man. We are entering maybe the golden era of sports, at least when it comes to the year, right? We got college football playoff, conference championships coming up. We got the NFL season coming down in the stretch. NBA, NHL is in full swing. Y'all already know about Bet365's football early payout offer, right? If your team goes up 17 points with an instant payout. But did you know they kind of do something similar with the NHL, man? With the Bet365 early payout offer, you're a winner if your team gains a 3-goal lead, period. You get an instant payout on straight bets and parlay selections. They are marked as winners. So download the app, use the code DNVR365 when you sign up. New customers now get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5 win or lose. Sign up, use that code DNVR365, deposit $10 and place a bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. These bonus bets can be used on the spread, on totals, player props, futures, and more. So whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. You must be 21 plus and physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. Shout out to Bet365.
Also, for those asking the ruckus, We are in a bar, as always. But today we've got a little Leeds match going on downstairs. The real difference, though, is Leeds is going up against Chelsea. And for some reason, a group of yappy Chelsea fans came here, which is making everyone a little louder.
Interesting.
Yes.
Thought we were a Leeds bar.
Well, we are, but
Wow. Enemy in the building.
even once in a while, a Lakers fan shows up here.
Yeah, that's true. But it's known very quickly that they're not, I'm not going to say welcome here.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I would say that's true. I remember last year after one of the games late in the year,
But yeah.
just trying to get a Lakers game on here, and wasn't nobody trying to hear my request. I was like,
Yeah,
you know what?
Not
It's
that
all
kind
right.
of bar.
That's crazy, bro.
I was like, all right, cool.
Pull up your phone. Any other thoughts on this signing day class? We're going to have some videos coming out on the channel as well here in the next 3 days. Just highlighting a lot of the guys. So stay tuned for that. Any other thoughts? You good?
I'm good.
Let's talk about what else is going on around the nation today. We'll start with Jared Curtis. Vanderbilt Commodores have flipped the #1 recruit in the country, and there was some drama yesterday with it. Jared Curtis, first off, Hayes Fawcett and Rivals on 3 are like putting it all out there. They're like reporting it and all that stuff. Then Jared Curtis, like I think we're live on the show basically, and he sends out a tweet saying that he actually hadn't made a decision. And then he puts out another post, I think late last night, really explaining like how bummed he is he wasn't able to like announce that decision, and how he just wanted to take a little more extra time, talk to both coaching staffs, talk to his family one more time. And yeah, I mean, that sucks. I mean, we kind of deal with that. Like we know things with recruiting, but it's like you don't want to blow the kid's moment. And obviously he's the #1 recruit in the country with a massive flip. And he's just that moment's taken for him. That really sucks. But anyways, he plays for Nashville and he tweets out, you know what? I'm just excited for what I've seen from Nashville. I'm going to stay home. And he's going to be a Commodore. He signed.
That's a real mature dude. What up, Rudo? That's a real mature young man. I was reading his statement that he put out last night about that, and my first thought was like, he's
An 18-year-old wrote this?
yes. He's gonna be a dog.
Yes.
You didn't think it was ChatGPT?
That was not ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't get that at all. And normally my intent is usually high on that type of thing. But I didn't get that. Like it seemed really like genuine. And even his explanation, right? He was like, he's playing at a small Christian school, I think, out there in Tennessee.
Yeah, he could have transferred to a bigger
He was
high school.
under the radar, and then he started getting recruited by the big schools in the state of Tennessee. And he was like, no, I want to be the underdog. And that's obviously what Vanderbilt is right now, kind of in the landscape of college football right now. So I completely relate and respect that, from Jared Curtis. I think he's going to be a problem, but what a pull by that program.
Yeah.
Obviously, re-signing Clark Lee to an extension this week.
He mentioned that was a massive factor,
Of
too.
course, getting the 5-star quarterback to go with it. Like they got this thing going in the right direction. You tweeted it yesterday, right? Like they doing the damn thing.
They're doing the damn
They
thing,
truly
man.
are.
It's super cool. I think it's great for college football.
It is.
I think that's a fun story. And so wish him the best. I hope that he succeeds. Now that I have that out, I'll just say this. Jared Curtis was not always the #1 player in that class.
That is true, actually.
You know who was?
Julian Lewis.
Julian Lewis. Just saying. The same thing happened last year.
Yeah.
Colorado flipped
Yes.
the #1 quarterback in a class. It's just like he reclassified to be able to be here and get, the experience that he did this year.
And they flipped Julian Lewis from a program that now has the #1 recruiting class in 2026
Yep.
Wow.
in USC.
Yep.
So, yeah.
How many wins did USC? What's up with USC?
They had a good
8-4?
season. They were within.
8-4?
They were in Big 12 or Big 10 title game contention up until their last loss of the season. Their most recent one.
They were ranked late in the season.
Yeah. Right now,
8-4.
they are the number 16 team in the country. They went 9-3.
Okay.
It's a good year.
They have some dogs, bro.
They do.
Yeah. It's just
They
not.
do.
They've just been the same program for like 15 years.
That's valid.
Well, Lincoln was kind of sniffing around at coaching openings and stuff this
Yeah.
year too. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Speaking of coaching openings,
Yeah,
my God, Penn State.
bro. They signed
fried.
people.
5 players.
Yes.
They're fried.
Hank was in here, a resident Montana Grizzlies fan,
Yeah.
flexing how they have a higher rated recruiting class than Penn State.
I was telling Jake earlier, like, imagine being a Penn State fan right now, bro. You ain't got no coach. You ain't got no recruiting class really to speak of.
And you're just watching James Franklin have the 22nd ranked recruiting class now and steal your entire class.
Yes, they went from outside, I think the top 100 Virginia Tech did, into like the top, 25?
22nd now.
It's crazy. That's crazy. You don't have a quarterback either if you're Penn State.
I think they might only have one choice.
They have to hire the dude,
They do.
Who?
the interim.
The DC
What
brother.
about Brian Kelly?
Oh, God. I think Penn State fans might go burn down Beaver Stadium.
They'd rather have the interim?
Players really like the interim. I mean, I guess that's a common, right? That's common when
that's
the
a
coach
good point.
gets retained.
Because the next step is now just keeping the players on your roster.
What? What was their record?
I mean, again, not great.
They were preseason top 10 team.
Yeah,
You know,
that didn't work out so well.
Top 3,
You're
bro.
right. Yeah, you're right. I just forgot, but I
Look,
knew it was high.
I'm like one of maybe the biggest Brian Kelly hater, but I don't know if they have any other choice at this point.
I wouldn't do that. And honestly, I don't think Brian Kelly in a rush to get back to coaching either. Like, bro just got paid. Like, he good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, part of that, LSU in his buyout arrangement, he does have to keep searching for a job in order for him to keep getting his full buyout. But
What about?
yeah, for sure.
I would like for them to pursue Kenny Dillingham. I don't think he's
Yes.
actually going to leave, but I just want to see these schools in the Big 12 have to pay their coach a shit ton more money to keep him around.
There you go.
How about
Well, go ahead. What are you going to
No,
talk
I was gonna switch gears. So if you're gonna stay here, go ahead.
Kind of. But Brian Hartline gets hired by USF.
Love that hire.
He was Ohio State's offensive coordinator. He is the guy who has recruited all these 5-stars, Jeremiah Smith.
He's the reason they wide receiver you.
Exactly.
Yes.
With that, though, an interesting development today with Chris Henry Jr., the 5-star, the next 5-star commit.
Right.
Just that, commit. He has not signed with Ohio State today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does have a connection with Julian Lewis.
Yes, he does.
He also has other connections with Colorado State.
Pac-Man.
Yes. And I want to say Pecco?
Well,
That made sense.
because
Bengals.
they
Probably would have been teammates. His dad probably would have been teammates with Pecco.
But where does Chris Henry Jr. play high school? Is it Mater Dei?
I think you're right.
And I think that's where Pecco
Yes,
was.
Right,
yes,
right.
yes.
That would be a crazy rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if we have the cash for that.
No. But again, this is from the Ohio State 247's site. They said he's reaffirmed his commitment, but it's
Chris Henry
obviously
has?
yes, but it's not over, and he's not.
There's no commitments. It's signing day.
right.
Yeah.
You're
Nobody's
either signed
trying
or you aren't.
Nobody's trying to hear about your commitment on signing day, bro.
Yeah.
And then the
Where did Chris Henry Sr. play? Was it West Virginia?
I don't remember.
oh man, he played. Was it? It was West Virginia, so that's probably where the Pac-Man tie comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Bengals too, I guess too.
Yeah.
What's the Syracuse kid's name?
Calvin Russell.
Calvin Russell, another 5-star wide receiver.
Yeah.
Of course, Syracuse just signed Tusi, the rapper.
To play receiver.
Did he sign his letter
I
of
think he
intent?
did. Yeah, I think he's
That's
locked in.
crazy.
I think he's locked in.
They're gonna have a 25-year-old freshman at wide receiver. What are we doing? Anyways, what's his name again? The 5-star. Sorry,
Calvin
Russell. He's been committed to Syracuse for a good while now.
Yeah.
He had a ceremony today, and then delayed his signing while at the ceremony.
He announced that he wasn't signing at the signing ceremony.
Yes.
And then he's like sitting at the table at the signing. Like, I don't know what's going on exactly, but he's got like his phone on. You know how they do the Instagram streaming.
He's like on live.
And he's like hiding the phone like on his chest, and then he does the little "you" for Miami.
So is that what he's doing?
I don't know. He's not signing.
It was a wild video, low key. I was like, why would he do that?
What
Like,
if
he was trying to
all
like
these
sneak
guys
and like.
decided to go to USF to play for
I hope
Hartline?
one of them do.
that'd
Honestly,
be sick.
I honestly hope one of them do. Because I think they're going to be nice down there. with Hartline because they had a great
have
year this
talent,
year,
yeah.
and they have talent. They're in a
Could they
a great
potentially
recruiting ground.
keep Byron Brown? Does he have a year?
I think
I don't know what his.
I think he has to
eligibility
graduate.
situation is.
I think.
Okay.
But yeah. I mean, that's good for Brian Hartline. Of all the jobs, I would have not imagined him going down to the American and taking USF.
Could you imagine what they would be saying about Colorado if we signed Tusi?
Oh,
Bro, of course. Of course.
they literally couldn't have done that just because of the backlash. They couldn't have simply because of the backlash. You just can't do that.
That's what people are saying about why I can't be athletic director.
I don't buy that one though. How about a new head coach in the Big 12 next year?
Yeah.
K-State, Chris Kleiman stepping down.
Kryman's out?
He's out.
Stepping.
That might have been why he was crying.
We knew there was something more to that.
Of course.
Yep.
That emotional outburst a couple weeks ago. We knew that there was something more to that, and there it is. It sounds like they're gonna Colin Klein,
Yep. He's
former K-State great, who is their OC now, who's been their OC the last couple of years, who was a popular head coaching.
He's at
candidate.
A&M. Isn't he the
Yes,
OC
he's
at
the OC
A&M?
at A&M.
Oh well, I saw that a Klein is going to take over at K-State.
Yeah, and he's going to finish the season, I think, at A&M, I believe.
Got you. Okay.
I think they're going to let him finish
Okay.
the season at A&M. But
I don't
yeah,
know why I thought I read that he was on K-State staff already.
Maybe there's another Klein.
Oh,
on
he
the
was
staff?
he was formerly got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Texting
Yeah.
him offensive and former. Wow.
yeah,
okay,
he
got
played
you.
quarterback for them. He was a Heisman contender.
He was
had
their
them-
OC before too as well.
Yeah, had them at number 1 in the country
I
when he was
remember him.
playing. Yeah. So
So how many new coaches is that going to be in the Big 12? Oklahoma State, K-State.
Not to open any raw wounds here. Colin Klein, Colorado kid.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, Loveland native, yeah.
yeah, so Oklahoma State and K-State. That's it,
Is that
right?
it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I keep on seeing people throw out Matt Campbell's name for Penn State too, but I feel like if you were going to do that, you'd already have.
I don't
those
know why they
conversations.
didn't do that.
You should have.
They definitely should have. That would have been a great fit.
I think people might be figuring out that jobs like Penn State are not good jobs.
It does seem
Bro,
like that's the gist right now.
What we've talked about today, you have a 5-star recruit at Syracuse, 5-star recruit at Vandy who's a quarterback. Like, you can you don't have to go to these blue blood schools anymore and those like fringe. I don't even know if Penn State's a fringe blue blood, but like those schools like that. If you were down and bad, man, you were in a very bad spot in this
sure.
day and age of college football.
Yeah. I'm just talking about the idea of places where expectations are greater than the results
Yes.
almost every year.
Yeah.
But like, where is that fan expectations?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much the fan base is pretty much what got James Franklin fired.
Bro, like, if James Franklin does the exact same thing that he did at Penn State, at
Virginia Tech.
He'll
He'll be a god. out
He'll be
there.
a god.
Yeah.
At Penn State, it's not good enough. But for what reason?
Right. Like
What
that's why I asked, like, according to who?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, their expectations are that of, like, whatever Joe Pa was doing. And it's just like, honestly, Nebraska's the same thing. They just got beaten down so badly over the last 20 years that they actually re-lowered their expectations to where now Matt Rule can be successful. But, like, that's what's going to have to happen for Penn State. Is they're going to have to be bad enough for long enough that they get back to, like, getting to a bowl game sounds pretty nice.
Yep.
Well, I saw this theory today that Pat Kraft, who's making the decisions at Penn State,
The
who
AD
fired,
there.
obviously, the AD, fired James Franklin with the intention of hiring Matt Rule.
I mean, bro.
And that once Nebraska's season, right around that, started to crumble, the Penn State kind of donors and whatnot kind of were like, yeah, no, we're not doing this anymore with Rule. And obviously that's kind of led to them being in this situation right now where they're kind of without a date, so to speak. Do y'all buy that?
I don't know if he was specific. I think Kurt Signetti was their number 1 target. But it's clear Rule was up there. I mean,
Yeah.
But they've just gone down the list and just missed now.
No,
I mean,
everybody.
they waited too long.
That doesn't,
As you said, they have a miss. I don't know what the word is. Their expectations aren't realistic anymore.
No,
though.
yeah.
firing
There's a
James
misalignment
Franklin to hire Matt Rule is actual insanity.
I agree, but
there. And I think that was his point in posting that. Like, he literally fired James Franklin with the idea, I'm going to go get Matt Rule to replace him.
And
like
that's the thing is,
objectively
like,
crazy.
That's what I said. The day they fired him is like, who are you going to hire that has better credentials than James Franklin? Like, you're firing James Franklin for not getting you to a mountaintop, and then you're going to hire someone who also has never been to that mountaintop.
For real.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Let's take our last break, and then we'll pick up the conversation on the coaching carousel and more. Shout out to the homies over at Common Spirit Health, man. Athletes, weekend warriors, anyone who loves to move. If you're experiencing any sports injury or chronic pain, Common Spirit Mountain Region is home to an incredible sports medicine program, including their new sports center, Common Spirit Health in Parker. This is just a team of qualified and passionate providers, man. This is your community. Serving y'all, trying to get y'all back to health. Take a look out, too, for your family and friends. Encourage them to go get checked out. Again, this is just the time of year where, you know, that type of stuff slips through the crack. We're all so busy with sign-in day, holidays, all that stuff. So go and be getting yourself checked out. Encourage your friends and family too as well. Don't let an injury keep you on the bench, or even better, get proactive about your health. For more info, visit mountain.commonspirit.org. Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the 10-2 first place Denver Broncos.
Shout out to Common Spirit and shout out to Toyota, which is the official vehicle of DNVR as we sit here coming to you live from the Toyota Lounge, man. Trucks have always been a part of Toyota's DNA. For generations, they've been building these durable legends that are just destined for greatness and perfect for the beautiful state of Colorado. Toyota has 16 different hybrid vehicles to choose from. They got 17 different models available, all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. And their SUVs just take command on the road, on the trail, so you can explore the road less traveled. So visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain State Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is the official vehicle of DNVR and a proud partner of CU Athletics. Shout out to Toyota, man.
All right. But yeah, lots of movement in the coaching carousel. You know, K-State, someone mentioned Whittingham too. I mean,
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, Whittingham. Ooh.
Is that official,
I
though?
don't think so. Well, no, it's not, because before the season they said that they just named Buddy.
they have a succession plan.
They have a succession plan, but yeah, they haven't come out and said that Whittingham's done or whatever.
Yeah, so
But they are done playing.
yes, besides a bowl.
Yeah.
So maybe they won't say anything until after the bowl.
Yeah,
or a
probably.
potential CFP even, which it's a long shot, but they're still like 13th or whatever.
By the way,
Speaking of,
Texas
yeah,
moved up.
so the
Swear they're
CFP,
going to try to sneak them in there somehow.
the CFP rankings last night.
I didn't really peep him last night.
No change at the top two. I mean, with A&M losing, 4 teams move up. That's Georgia. Texas Tech is now number 4 in the country. If the season ends today, obviously they have to play in the Big 12 title game, but they're in line for a first-round bye at this point.
Is there any way they lose that game?
Wait, who's in line for a first round bye?
Texas Tech.
Okay.
Any way they lose that game to BYU and still make it?
Into the playoffs?
Yes.
They're in for sure.
Okay. Cool.
They're in for sure.
So for the good of the league, they should actually throw the game.
Yeah.
Kinda.
BYU's number 11.
It would make everyone more money.
It would be a great service to the the Big 12 conference.
Now, the fact that they're in line for a potential bye
Right.
means they probably won't be doing that.
Yes.
Also, Joey Mack just doesn't strike me as the take an L for the good of the league
No,
type of
not.
guy.
I'll tell you what, though. We're doing picks again this week.
Of course.
I'm taking BYU to cover.
What's the line?
It's like 11 or 12 again.
12 and a
at
half,
least.
I think, when I saw yesterday. BYU, and we were talking about the video, they just watched their coach get wooed by another school
Yeah.
and come back and tell them, I ain't leaving y'all. I'm staying right here. That's going to fire them the hell up.
The video is electric.
It
If you
really
saw
is.
that last night.
I
So
didn't.
I like BYU to at least cover and mess around and win that game.
I've actually been working diligently ever since we played BYU to get BYU content out of my timeline.
I feel that.
It's like one of the worst parts of the algorithm.
I know.
Yeah.
Anytime you play a school and interact with their content, then the algorithm's like, oh, you love BYU? It's like, for the love of God.
I think it was the bye week, but West Virginia stuff is not leaving my timeline either. Makes
I
no
know.
sense.
It's so annoying.
I've also found myself into the Florida algorithm somehow. So I see all the John Summerall videos and all that for whatever
Wow,
reason.
that is a weird one.
Anyways, back to the CFP. So yeah, Texas Tech's now up to 4. Oregon's up to 5. Ole Miss up to 6 now. They were 6 in the AP poll this week and have been there for a minute. A&M is at 7. Oklahoma stays at 8. Alabama moves up 1 spot to 9. They are now ahead of Notre Dame, who is at 10. 11 BYU, 12 Miami.
And that was the big debate yesterday, right? Miami and Notre Dame.
Yes, there's a lot of feelings about that.
That was all on my timeline yesterday.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Well,
They played this year. They played each other, correct?
Yes, and Miami beat them.
Miami won.
Yep.
Like week 2 or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Too early for it to count.
I guess so. This is why they got to get rid of the polls, bro.
No, this is why Notre Dame needs to join a
well,
fucking
100%.
conference.
That's what I was going to say.
And I hope Notre Dame, they never will, but I hope they get screwed. Shit. So that they feel the pain of not being in a conference. Like, if they were in a conference, they could get a bye week. They could get, I guess they can technically still get a bye week under the current rules. But if you win a conference, you're in. And I want them to get screwed so badly so that they have to live with that guilt.
They should. It doesn't hold them accountable when it comes to making the schedule. I mean, yeah, they had this game against Miami, but even after that game,
Their best. What's their best win? Did they beat SC? I think is their best win.
yes, they beat USC by 10 points, but so that was the first game of the season. They played A&M the next week, lost by 1 point. After that, it was USC and they played Pitt. So depending your feelings on Pitt, I mean, they're scheduling Navy, they're scheduling NC State, Boston College. Arkansas was terrible. They beat them by 40.
Join the damn ACC. It's literally right there, and you're already pretty much playing an ACC schedule anyway.
Pretty much.
It behooves them to stay out of it, clearly, because they're benefiting from it.
Yeah, they get the benefit of the doubt all the time.
It's gross.
That was my biggest takeaway when I was looking at it briefly, I think, this morning. I was like, Notre Dame just sticks out like a sore thumb. And like it immediately made me think about when you said that last week about them.
Why doesn't college football just strong arm them and force them to join a conference?
I feel like because they're too big of like a brand, like too OG of a brand. You know what I'm saying? Like Notre Dame been around forever.
Yeah.
Right, but if the playoff committee just left them out,
That'd
they
be
might
the way to
left
do
no
it.
choice. Or they could just make a bylaw in the college football playoff that says you can't make it as an independent.
Well, they need to make a law like it was or a rule like it was for the BCS, where it was like Notre Dame has to finish like 8th or 6th or whatever it was in the polls, in the final polls, to be in the like BCS rotation. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know 12 is like the mark right now, but for them, you should be like, bro, you got to finish like top half of the top 12 or something
crazy.
like that. You know what I mean?
Shouldn't be allowed, period.
And it sucks because I rock with Marcus Freeman.
Speaking of
yeah.
that, Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame, no decommitments for their entire class. They are like happily parading that fact around. They've had no decommitments for the 2026 recruiting class.
That's impressive.
Very
pretty cool.
impressive. But yeah, people are upset because, and I agree, because I think the committee's just kind of playing games. Like they're literally making the rankings into content like every week.
For sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
mean,
Especially with this Miami Notre Dame stuff. It's clearly getting everyone talking.
So who does Miami play this weekend?
They don't
They're
play.
off.
They're off.
They're
They
out
didn't
of
make the ACC title game, which again, do you have something else to say?
No, I just want to hear what the whole situation is. Trying to figure out how they're going to get Texas in there.
So I don't know, because again, the ACC championship game is going to throw a wrench into this, and the at-large situation
Where's Virginia in the playoff poll?
in the CFP, there's number 17. So, and Duke's not even ranked.
I know.
And so when it comes to at-larges now, Tulane, with John Summerall still coaching them, is now the top-ranked G5 team. You have North Texas at 24 with Eric Morris. I think he's gone. Is he still coaching?
I don't know.
And James Madison, what's his name? Bob Chesney, I
Chesney,
believe.
yeah.
He is
also gone.
supposed to be at UCLA,
Right.
but I saw something. I don't know if he's actually signed that deal yet. So I don't know if he's still trying. This is just a fucking mess.
It is.
It's a fucking mess.
It's a fucking mess.
It's
This
terrible.
is crazy.
It's this calendar, it's this CFP, the committee, like all this in once at the same time with signing day in the portal a month away. It's a goddamn nightmare, bro.
Yeah. At the same time, this is a slightly different point, but I think that if you don't make your conference championship game, You just don't get to bitch.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
there's definitely deserving teams in the Big Ten and SEC who didn't make their conference championship games. But I don't want to hear it.
But like you think Ole Miss should be in though? They ain't make the conference championship game.
And they should be in. That's what I just said.
Okay.
I said there's teams that deserve to be in, but I just don't want to hear your bitching. Like Miami, you couldn't get into the ACC championship game. I don't want to hear it.
But it's like no way Duke got a better record than Miami, right? Wasn't it just all weird tiebreakers that forced
Duke
Virginia?
is 7-5. They're in a 5-way tie for second place in the ACC at 6-2. That's why.
See, and that's why I'm like,
Each conference needs their own committee.
or at least like I said last week, that there needs to be like a tournament, a 14 tournament to decide the conference championship. Like,
Yes.
there needs to be a conference semifinal and a conference championship game.
Now they're playing.
I know. Now we're playing
college
20
football in the
games.
fucking
Hey, we
January
want to extend the season
or
anyway.
in February.
We want to make it longer anyway. Like that's just what needs to happen, bro. Because again, these 6-way ties is ridiculous. We saw it in the Big 12 last year.
It's because the conferences are too big. These
Yeah.
teams all can't play each other. And so you have to have these crazy tiebreakers where it's like, well, win percentage of this against that. Where, well, if these teams beat that team, then that overrules that tiebreaker. Like it's
crazy.
terrible. It's terrible.
It's all bad, but it's gonna be so good.
But then again, today was like so much fun. I had so much fun just following all this stuff. So I don't know. Anything else? We got super chats and stuff. Dion, do you have the mic on? Yeah. Do you have any signing day stories for us?
Not off the top of my head, no.
What was signing day like for you?
For me,
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of got some bad news because this is a Buff show, but I had planned to decommit and go to Utah like 2 days before signing day, but I didn't end up doing it because I couldn't leave Hagen.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't.
Yeah,
if you did that.
facts.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That boy's gonna be a U. What's up with you in the state of Utah, gang? What's your affinity for the great state of Utah?
How's a guy from Houston wanting to go to Utah so bad?
Nah, it was just at the time, like, running backs at Utah was actually, like, toting the rock.
That's
Yeah.
true,
It was
for
doing
sure.
good, and then Whittingham was putting a lot of backs in the league. I think that year, like the last 2 years before I signed, he had at least 5 backs that was on a team.
That's
already.
crazy.
So it was like, to me, that seemed like a good option. And plus,
No,
there's
for
nothing
sure.
there but ball. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I was like, okay, not worried about the college experience. I'm just trying to play ball.
Hell
go
yeah.
for the league. You know what I mean?
Definitely. That's what's up.
Love that. All right, let's get to super chats and we'll get out of here. First up, Jermaine, Central Time happens just 1 hour west of Tallahassee, Florida. That's crazy. I mean, I think I did. So Alabama Central Time?
Yes.
Because I flew into Pensacola or something for the Senior Bowl. And
So
I
you
just
flew into
feel like-
Eastern time and
I
then
think
drove
so,
into
yes.
Central
I think
time.
so, yeah.
That's West Florida, isn't it?
I
Pensacola,
believe so, yes. But I don't know. It might be. I obviously don't know my geography.
The time zones are crazy. Like also, Indianapolis is Eastern time.
Yep.
If you draw a straight line from that, you're like, I'm pretty sure you're in Mississippi.
And
It's true.
yeah.
Because when I lived in Indiana for a year, that was an adjustment for me being on the Eastern time zone.
And then I think it's
To be on the Eastern time zone and not even get the benefits of actually living on the East Coast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
It's one of the many reasons Indiana is Indiana.
Not it.
Jermaine with the super chat. Do you want to be a rapper? Throwback. Appreciate you, Jermaine. Don Peasy. I think if Notre Dame wants to stay independent, they should require them to play historic top teams in every P4 conference, pressure them to a conference. It's an idea, too. Take it.
Just leave their asses out.
Shout out to Goonsville. 'Tis the season. Goons in Michigan are fire. Thank you. Hoodie season is here. Love this show. Sko Buffs, DNVR Goons. Appreciate
Squad.
you, Petros. Don Peasy again. And I'm with Scotty. I've been saying to divide conferences into divisions and CFP qualifications should be NFL style.
Watch this though. You put these conferences into divisions, and what happens is you get a 7-5 winner of a division, who is in the championship game over a 9-3 team in the other division.
Used to happen in the Big Ten all the time.
Yep.
Like my Wisconsin Badgers used to
Oh yeah, the
always
Buffs,
get to the Big Ten title game and just get smacked by Ohio State.
the Buffs were running the Big 12 North for a few years and doing exactly that.
I wouldn't mind division. You just got to try your best to like keep it even, and like I would consider even like switching it up every year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but if you split them into divisions, it's like, well, you know what? About 10 years ago, we had 5 Power 5 conferences that were all split up geographically, and that seemed to work pretty well, but, you know, we nixed that, so. Don Peasy says, conference championships, NFL style, rather.
yeah.
Just give me, I don't know.
It's, yeah.
Eventually, we're gonna end up with like the NFL model. I can just feel it.
Yeah.
2 major conferences with 4 divisions within them.
Does seem that
The
way.
4 division championships make the playoff. Like,
Yep. Jesse's, does anyone have a suggestion of a new OC and DC at CU could hire someone that is available and good?
let's talk about that this week.
Yeah, we will definitely get to that this week. We'll have some candidates, a little hot board and stuff. So, Joe Andy asks, "What's going on with this deficit? Do you want to explain?"
I have no. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the article that came out yesterday that like how Colorado operates at a deficit. It's the same guy who wrote the thing about how where's the money going to come from to pay Coach Prime, all that stuff.
I'm uneducated on the topic.
Me too. So
That boy said it's above me.
Yeah.
No, bro, as a future AD, for you got to be on top
Yeah,
of
you
this
gotta
type of
know
stuff,
these
bro.
things.
Hey, all I'll tell you is it wouldn't be happening if I was there. That's all I can tell you.
all right, that's the first day of the signing day period for 2026. We'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned. Hold on to your seats. We'll see what happens moving forward here. See y'all tomorrow. Let's go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.